So time is going very fast. The March of the March. That's it, 12 o'clock on the dot. Good afternoon, everyone. We'll just wait for a couple of minutes so everyone can dial in. We've got a great session for you today, so just bear with us. Ronald, hello. We are coming all the way from Melbourne, like last time. And it's back to our innovation hub where we come to you from. And it's really an amazing space which we are fostering for all of our teams to change the way we think about how we work with each other, how we share information, how activity-based working can happen. So yeah, so if you haven't yet visited the hub, please do so, especially when you are in doubt or you have a question which is more systemic in nature, or you want to whiteboard something and ideate with your teams. So that's what this space is, and it's level 7 on in AD Collins. So we are coming live from there for this session. What's the count? We're looking at the numbers climbing. We do have a really good show today on, and I think I'll just start talking about INI Talks, this platform in itself, what we are fostering. These are really your lunch and learns where we are inviting anyone from Big Gov to come and share stories of innovation and improvement within their teams, within their departments. And internally in Cenitex, we've been running these for more than 18 months now. But what we are doing different this year is we've partnered with the VPSC Innovation Network, the prestigious one. Andrew is here to talk about that. And what we've done is we're saying, well, let's take it a little bit broader to the Big Gov one, and with the support of Innovation Network. So I don't know, Andrew, if you want to say a few words, just to be introduced the day.
Thanks, Ash, and thanks everyone on the call. We're excited to try and broaden your reach. I think there's a lot of people, obviously, that are focused on innovation and making an impact in VicGov, and we're really excited by the things that Cenitex initiates and the activities that you undertake. So the ability to bring it to a wider audience is really exciting. I think also, particularly today's discussion and talking about some of the things you'll talk about with the SparkVision Hackathon. Just coincidentally, I'm running a workshop tomorrow for a new team of ours, and we're using the Nesta competency framework. I'll really quickly just show you what that looks like. It's something that an innovation organisation put together, a UK Innovation Foundation put together a few years ago, and I think at the heart of it is this idea of experimental problem solving and this idea of, public problem solving. So the issues that affect the public and us as public servants solving these, and it's this combination of bringing people together and the different skills and mindsets and attitudes that allow us to work together. And I'll share that link later. But I think, you know, the work you're doing epitomises this idea of bringing us together and leveraging our creativity and the inherent skills we have, and collaborating on, you know, public problems and issues that we often have a perspective on, whether we're public servants in a particular department or just as citizens, because we're all Victorian citizens. So it's really exciting to see the work that you're doing and to sort of see this at the heart of innovative practice. So I'm really excited to hear more about today's event, and thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely, Andrew. And look, you know, thank you so much. And also Katel from your team. It's been a good support. And we really think that, you know, as a whole of VicGov, we do have this huge opportunity to unify. So, so yeah, thank you again. You know, and in today's session, we do want to talk a little bit about kickstarting the innovation journey. So I think with that, maybe we'll do a little poll. The first thing we want to do is because, you know, it's a big word, right? Innovation. So just Kate will put in a word poll, and what we just want people to think of one word on how you could describe innovation, or when you think innovation, what is that thing that comes to your mind? So if people can just put in what it means, just quickly 2 minutes, and you can put multiple responses, I think. And I think, wow, so I'm just looking at some of the words. The first big one has come out as creativity. So that's really top. There's a way to, the way we do things, value. Just thank you, people.
New ideas.
Yeah, progress. Creativity seems to be still at the top. Future, which is an interesting one. Empowering progress, change, betterment, step change, new ideas, challenging. Creativity seems to be the top of the list still, is the big uh, measure. Different way, working smart, effective application. So, you'll start seeing a flavor of what, everyone has a different view of what innovation is. And I love that there's a lot of things coming out around the way we work with each other. And that is very important because, I think innovation can be a tech related thing, but I think at the core of tech is people. People are still everything. So that's a very important piece of innovation, is how do you work together? So really, maybe thank you so much. And later we'll also have time to maybe even do a little Q&A on this topic. But thank you so much. I think creativity has been at the top of this list. So thank you so much. And there is a little snapshot of a image on the screen. You'll see this is from one of the innovation booster. We literally had a knowledge sharing exercise where we creatively got together in an office and talked about improvements in our business. So I think with that, I think this is the key thing, as in the context of VigGov and where we are. Innovation is quite about people. And from a Cenitex lens, we still at the core of IT for many of our departments, and we are in this domain where this change is constant. So we have this constant change, which is technology based. It's around changes in our vendors, changing in our policies. So we have to be proactively thinking about these things. So at Cenitex, what we've done is to kickstart our journeys. We've got this framework we've defined, and again, it'll come on the screen. It's nothing big and spectacular, but what it is saying is, it's very cleverly put together with an acronym MAP, MAP, which is mindset, action, and promote. So if I reflect on the last 2 points I was mentioning, so really innovation is bringing people together, and that all starts with mindset. It's about bringing a mindset where you kind of can think about things differently. So that's where the first step is, and there's a windy road. You'll see the innovation road is even more windy. This has got risks in there. But what you do see is that, the windy road is not seen to you immediately. So it all starts by where you want to go and the mindset you keep with it. And then you find your way, you take actions, and then promote. Promote is necessarily not only about promotion, but it's got this multiple layers of things in there, which is about communication. It's about transparency. It's also about getting feedback from your stakeholders. So that's the framework we use. And at Cenitex, what we've been doing to kickstart our journey, we've been having some booster events. We call them innovation boosters. Even this session can be thought of that. It's really this dedicated space where you can just think about nothing else but about innovation, and that you can fail in that. That this is going to be a safe zone, psychologically safe to try different things. And that's what we've been doing. And again, you can literally do this in a team meeting. You just say, next 10 minutes, everyone give me ideas. It doesn't have to be about a challenge or a problem. You can try this at your team meetings. Just create a space and think about different things, and say no one is going to laugh at anyone. So you'll see some of these ideas coming up, and that changes, right, as confidence grows. So that's what these boosters are, these deliberative spaces. And I'm very excited to joined by Michelle, Alicia, and Siley, who are going to talk a little bit about the booster we ran last year. So with that, I'll pass it to our manager, Michelle, to talk through that.
Thanks, Ash. Hi, everyone. Wanted to share with you a little bit about one of our important boosters that we run here at Cenitex. For the last 2 years, we've done hackathon exercises, and these hackathon exercises are 2-day events that really hit the MAP of our innovation journey. in our little video here, you can see what's happened over our 2-day event. The first day, our teams get together. They're given the challenges. They're given access to expert panels, coaches, technical experts who can help them explore a problem or a challenge. On day 2, they might start developing solutions and also creating pictures so they can hear, so that they can show those solutions to our judges.
So this is a comment. Can we stop the music? Okay, Kathy's.
Thanks.
Thank you for that feedback, Dan. Yeah. There he is.
So our hackathons normally conclude at the end of the 2 days of solutioning, developing, and also pitching with our judges looking at each of the solution pitches and evaluating which solutions we may progress further into exploring a solution. So one of the wonderful things about hackathons is that it's really a time-boxed event. It gives you the chance to look at a challenge in a different way. And it also gives you a chance to develop your skills or look at different perspectives as well that you get from your teams. Thanks very much for the question there. How many solutions have we progressed? Mm-hmm. That's a great question because from last year's hackathon, we were able to progress 3 of our solutions to explore further. And today what we have to show you is what we've done with one of those solutions. Our teams here have continued to develop it and build on the initial ideas that came out of hackathon to reimagine one of our services here, Book It. So Alicia, our product owner, would you like to take us through a little bit about Book It and what's happened to it since last year's hackathon in May?
So with Book It, it was obviously an existing service that was set up during COVID. We'd been talking to our salespeople, our users, account managers, and trying to figure out, what's working, what's not working. And roughly at the same time, the 2023 hackathon happened. And one of the People of Choice awards was actually to improve the accessibility of Book It and introduce a wayfinding feature. So we were able to take that as one of the almost puzzle pieces, I guess, and really frame the perspective and approach to Book It from a lens of accessibility and how to make it more usable and not just for people with barriers or that require additional assistance, but really for everyone. So that's sort of how we manage that.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Do you want to maybe take us through a little bit more about what's been added to Book It?
Yeah, so I'll just give you a quick overview of, where we were, what we've done, and then I'll let Siley do a bit of a demo, I guess. So as I mentioned, the application was created during COVID to meet a specific purpose. And it met the purpose at the time, but to move forward and be competitive in the market and address some needs, we really needed to review and I guess reimagine what was already there. So as I mentioned, we spoke to a wide range of users, people that were using it, people that weren't using it, people that were thinking about using it and they decided to not. So just to get a really clear picture and a clear understanding. And so the other thing that we did, we actually sat down with a focus group just to get a really great understanding from an accessibility point of view. And that focus group comprised of, again, people that needed additional assistance or tools to interact with applications. And the session really highlighted the real downstream human impact of systems that are badly designed. And we wanted to make sure that our systems didn't frustrate people, they really empowered them. And from there, we created a plan of the key things to focus on. And what was clear, we needed to sort of change the technology to unlock a few features. And we moved to a technology called React and SQL. So that gave us the ability to interact with databases dynamically, and the new technology allowed us to build new features like multi-day bookings and wayfindings, so guests can find their book desks really easily. The other thing that came out of our conversations was the frustration of Booker constantly defaulting to a specific level, which had no relevance. And so we made it a bit smarter, and now it remembers your previous book desks, just eliminating the need to constantly change that. So we sort of analyzed every step of the way, making it as easy to interact with. So if there's desk filters, we've surfaced them so that you can just see them clearly and interact with them. And so yeah, so we improved filters, we improved navigation. We now show room numbers on meeting rooms to make it even easier. Because I know I'm always struggling trying to remember where is that meeting room again. And so I might stop there and just hand it over to a past hackathon winner, to Siley, and she can show you the features. And please note, we are still in testing and fine tuning. So we just appreciate your patience, and take it away, Sally. I hope you enjoy the demo.
Thank you so much, Alicia, for the lovely introduction. So we're really excited to show you the next booking version in working. As Alicia mentioned, we have added some brand new features like multi-day booking, something that came out of Hackathon as well, which is the wayfinding capability. So let's have a quick sneak peek to the new version of Booking. So this is the homepage. We have given a fresh new look to the homepage. We've added a couple of new elements and lots of useful information. So we have the weather widget here. There's a direct link to create booking page. So we'll get to that in a bit. Just underneath that, we have the upcoming booking section. So from here, you can see all your future bookings in one place. You're also offering a few dashboards for our users to see some organizational level data related to the desk bookings. So for example, you can see how many desks are available on so-and-so level, and also how many bookings exist for each day for the next 7 days, for example. So without delaying any further, let's go and try to create a booking. So I'm going to go to create booking page. As you see on the left-hand side, we have some pre-populated information. We have the location set up. The booking date has been defaulted to today. All I have to do is just find myself a desk and book it. So I'll find myself a desk on level 7. I can hover over the desk and see all the desk related information like the number, what type of desk it is, and also some properties which are related to the desk like dual monitor, power outlet, etc. So I'm going to quickly add this to my booking and book it. So my booking was a success, and I will receive an email notification soon. And let's go back to the home page. So now I can see my booking for today in the upcoming booking section. So this was very quick, just 2 clicks, and you can book a desk for today. Another exciting feature that we've added is, of course, the multi-day booking. So let me go back to the create booking page. And this time I am going to book a desk for multiple days in a single session. Let me select tomorrow, for example, and I have this date picker here, using which I can add a few more dates to my booking. So let me select 21, 22, 25th, I hit confirm, and all my booking date selections now appear in this area. So on the right hand side, you can notice that the level has been defaulted to level 7 because I had selected level 7 in my previous booking. So the system is smart enough to remember your preference based on your previous booking, and you don't have to keep clicking around the levels to find your preference. So this time I am going to book a few desks on level 8, and we have some filters available as well for desk types. So you could select any desk type filter, for example, standard or sit to stand. I'm interested in booking a sit to stand desk, so I will click on sit to stand. And when I do that, some of the desks are grayed out because they're not sit to stand, and I can go here down below and find a desk for myself, which is sit to stand. That's the booking. And there you go. So desk number 103 has been added to all the booking dates that I selected previously. Now I can actually go and change one of these desks if I want to. So let's say on 25th of March, I want to book a different desk. So all I have to do is just select that card and find another desk here. So let's say, for example, this one, add to booking, and there you go. And then you can just remove any of these if you decide to get rid of these. And I click on book it. So yeah, there you go. We have successful bookings, and you can see all the booking related information on this pop-up. And if you go back to the home page, all my future bookings now appear under the upcoming booking section. So that was a quick walkthrough through the single day and multi-day booking features. But quite often I find myself in situations where I forget to book a desk for myself on the day before, and on my way to office, I just suddenly remember, oh, I haven't booked a desk. So for that, we have the mobile view. And let me quickly show you how the new Book It version is going to look on the mobile phones. The Book It UI is responsive by design. No matter what device you access it on, be it mobile, tablet, desktop, it's going to be responsive and it's going to offer a great user experience. So this is how the home page looks like, for example. And I can go and create a booking for myself here as well. Again, there are some filters available on the mobile view as well. And there's a date picker available. So let me quickly select a few dates here. And then there's a level selector on the right-hand side to select, and then yeah, so the rest of the process is similar. You can just create a booking for either a single day or a multi-day. And next, we can go through the My Bookings page. So the My Bookings page will show all the bookings which are there in the system currently for you. And this is where we have implemented the new wayfinding capability, which came out of one of the great ideas from the hackathon last year. So if I click on one of these bookings, it brings me to the floor plan for that particular level. And let me just zoom it a little bit. So this will show you the path from the entry point, the floor, to your desk. So you don't have to wander around the floor anymore searching for your desk. It's become quite easy for you to find your desk. You just have to log into Book It, find your booking, and just find out the easiest and quickest possible path to your desk. So this is, again, a tremendous improvement from the accessibility point of view as well. So yeah, I can go to any booking and just check my path to my desk. Then if you want to cancel any of the bookings, you can do so from here as well. Let me select one of the bookings here. You can find the delete icon here. So if I click on cancel, so just ask me for the confirmation, cancel booking, and let's go. It's been removed from my bookings area. So yeah, these are some new features that we've added on top of the existing booking system, and we're really excited for the release of this. Over to you, Alicia.
Thank you, Sally. That was a great demo. So as you can see, the team has been hard at work to reach this this point, but there's still work to be done. So on our roadmap, we have many key features planned that will help customers. Is everything okay?
No, there was just a comment from Andrew that we do it using Excel, so it's an amazing.
Amazing
Amazing.
evolution.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, go on.
That's okay. So some of the features that we have planned include a new admin screen, improved reporting, delegate bookings, zones and neighborhoods, and further improvements to accessibility and personalization. And that's just sort of scratching the surface. So we have temporarily removed manager bookings just while we hash out the permissions model, but that will be introduced shortly. We're also working with the State Revenue Office and the Department of Health to identify what we can do to help them achieve their goals with Book It. And ultimately, all these features are there to get customers established faster, save time and money, help them manage their space efficiently at a price point that's magnitudes lower than market competitors. And really it gives us an ability to re-engage with existing large customers. So it just goes to show that, you know, when you collaborate, you get a better solution for everyone. So we're trying to look out for our customers in the implementation and, you know, what the future looks like as well. Because the changes that we made make it really simple to upgrade and introduce new features. So I guess the only thing that's left is to mention that we are rolling out a beta version in the next couple of weeks. That will be for Cenitex. So I do encourage everyone to jump on that and give it a go and give us some more feedback because we're still finessing and polishing it up. So that will be really, really helpful. And we'll provide more details of how you can get involved with that shortly.
It's wonderful. Thank you so much, Alyssa and Sally, for sharing with us about the evolution of Book It and how you got to use the different perspectives that Hackathon provided for you to really bring it to the next level. So what a wonderful journey it's on.
It's been exciting.
Yes. So you can see there that a hackathon gives people a lot of space. It's a safe space, as Ash said. It hits hackathon as a booster that hits the mindset, action, and promote of bringing an idea or solutioning around a particular challenge. So Ash, did you want to walk through us what we've got this year now that we've done two wonderful Cenitex-based hackathons? What can we do this year to share it wider?
Absolutely.
Government.
Yeah, absolutely. And maybe you should also join me. We both can do a little tag team here. So I think, going back to where we started, the conversation today was, like innovation is about people and it's about way of working. And of course, it's for many things as well, but that's the key, that's the glue. So one of the things we have been doing, this is the third year now, we want to do this event and we call this Innovation Booster. And last twice we had a very smaller group of big gov involved. So this year we want to invite everyone on this call to express interest to join these hacking teams. So one of the things even this hackathon, I don't know if anyone has questions, we can do that, but really it's a sprint. What it does is in this compressed 2 days, you are paired with a group of people you don't normally work with. And you are provided with support on what, like technical panels or coaching. And what you then get an opportunity to do is get in a team and solve this in the 2 days, express days, which are very safe zones we create. So that's what we want to do this year. You'll see a bit of, there's a tagline. We want to, champion this as a big gov coming together to innovate and create solutions. And we've also given a theme. Because now, giving a theme, what it does is it gives us a way to do this every year with a different theme. So this year's theme is SparkVision, and very, very, grateful to the BPSC Innovation Network to partnering with us. So, but I think that's kind of the key thing, so we want everyone to think about how they could get something around it. So one of the big things is, you saw some of the hackathon work in the past. It's helped us strengthen our products. There's other things we've also done. So if people are interested in other solutions we brought to life, let us know, and we can, even invite and host some of you to come and see this at the Innovation Hub. But, there's a theme which is always important, right? So, you kind of create a group of people coming together, but what I'm going to solve for? And that is also a little nugget which Andrew from Innovation Network, he just talked about at the start, that there is something around us being BPS, us being Victorian government, employees, and we are doing two jobs here. One is we are in the big gov, but the second is also we are the residents of this state. So we are also experiencing this from another angle. So can we put our minds to that? And if you go to the next slide, Kate, there will be 3 themes we want to solution this year. And you'll see some of that. And, Michelle, please, if you want to indulge. So do you want to just, talk through some of these themes and when these teams are going to come together this year? What are we solving for?
Yeah, so themes are really important in the hackathon. It really starts setting your mind around what do I really connect with? What do I really want to dig into and explore in terms of finding a possible solution? Our 3 key themes that we've got this year are public safety. Can we get the right info at the right time when there's a critical incident or when there's something really critical to public safety happening? Our second theme to explore in this year's Hackathon 2024 is digital engagement. How can we use emerging technology to get the right message to the right person when they need it? Technology is changing really fast, so this is the perfect time to start thinking about what's coming up and how we can better communicate with each other and also the people that we serve. And our third theme that we'd like to explore is community services. How can we use emerging technology to provide the right care in the right place to our communities? Again, we've seen how fast we can move when there's a critical need to. How fast can we move and change things and try new things when we're given the space to work together and incorporate our diverse perspectives around a new solution?
Yeah. And, I also think about this world as a, hive or an ecosystem, right? Which it is. So in that sense, you'll start realizing that not one department has some of these answers. We are all part of an ecosystem. You need this department to do that. You need this department to add IT. So there's a policy. So there's a group of people has to come together. So we're hoping to start doing that SparkVision agenda across the gov, that let's come together and do these things. And I know a few years ago, Andrew, there were hackathons run, and of course they were happening in the last few years. So let's use this opportunity to reset the whole thing. And we really are inviting people to put their hand up and express interest to join. And it's going to be an in-person event at the hub in AD Collins, where you'll be able to practice the map framework. So even if you just jump on the next slide, one of the key questions people might having, but hang on, do I have the skills? I'm not technical, or I'm in a department, or I'm in a team where it's not necessarily a tech focused, but this looks very hacking, right? So the hackathon word comes from a hack, but that's actually means solving a problem or a challenge. And it's really a human-centered design framework, which is very, very regularly used to create new value with a diverse group of people. So you'll see when you're registering, you'll be asked to nominate yourself on what role you can play in this team. And there is this, again, from a framework perspective, a group of people with playing these type of roles in it together can solve these challenges. And would you remember what the hacker personality is? Because there are personality traits which we want people to think of when we are registering.
Yeah, so it's an interesting way to build up a team. Yeah. Look at teams with different roles. Look at people in that team with different roles and different identities. And as you said, Ash, that we've got these 3 different identities usually, or roles within a team. Yeah. Our hacker is generally the person who brings their Swiss Army knife of different skills to help action a problem. So you might find that the hacker's very good at Excel pivot tables, or they're very good at finding information and researching, but they're generally finding a way through the solution. And the hustler?
The hustler is the last one, right? Which is more of that person who is, he's kind of hustling or she's hustling. They are hustling. They kind of looking at how can I put an idea forward? If the team needs resources, where can I go? They're also the spokesperson. They're also many times saying, hey, we need to pivot the vision of this solution because I've got this data. So they're kind of putting their top on that. And the hipster, which is a really cool one, is the creative type. The person is always in that, and it's you'll start seeing the flavors of these personalities in your operating style, right? But the person is always going, oh, can we do this differently? Can I think differently on this problem? So and everyone may have a little bit of this. So again, what role would you like to come up and play? And again, it's not about your day jobs where you are particular roles you're playing. It's really bringing your whole self and saying, well, I can come and indulge in this, and there will be support, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. So when you're thinking about registering for the hackathon this year, think about yourself as like the skills you bring to it, the roles that you might play within a hackathon or problem-solving team. And you're not alone there. Each team gets a coach. The 2 days you have access to a series of technical and other skill panels and experts who you'll be able to approach and work with as you want to explore the challenge or problem that you're working on.
No,
So
absolutely.
really a great opportunity to connect around a different thing, around a particular theme, and think about new ways of doing something differently there.
Absolutely. And I think there was a comment as well from my glasses. Yeah, Bernard. I think absolutely it's not about stereotyping the roles, but also it's just a framework. And again, in the expression of interest, which is now open, I believe, from the Innovation Network, there's also a section on roles, as in, sorry, capabilities, isn't it? So we're not only relying on this, because this is, of course, a self scale you can put on, but there are other things like skills which you can nominate as well. So that's any questions, because there are a few things we've said, and I'll talk about timelines. The actual booster is on 1st and 2nd of May. So so it's not far. I think it's around 30 days of 35 days. So any questions, because that's a very important piece of the puzzle. Any people who want to put their hand up now? Just while we're waiting for questions also, please don't be shy. We are online to take questions afterwards also. But if you just go to the next slide, Kate, thanks. Just a little bit of the timelines. So just, it's really the first is today, which we are announcing the expression of interest. Again, thank you so much to the Innovation Network. The registration is through the network, and you'll see some comms come out throughout the week about that. And the expression of interest goes till 5th of March.
5th of April.
Oh, 5th of April. Sorry, pardon me. Yes, sorry. I'm just can't read. And then we basically teams will be formed. So we'll look at all of the forms coming through, and we're going to make it diverse groups. So you don't want all the people you've worked with always in the same team. So there'll be a way to do that. And by 22nd of April, the teams and participation names will be confirmed, and there'll be a little offline briefing. I should say online briefing on what is expected of the teams and what support you'll have, what technical panels. There's many coaches. Again, the coaches we are selecting are from broader VGov, so there'll be people supporting you through that.
Yeah.
And then what happens 1st and 2nd of May?
So 1st and 2nd of May is where the rubber hits the road, really.
That's it.
That's our 2 hackathon solutioning days. They will be on site at 80 Collins Street here in Melbourne CBD. And that's where our team participants will come along and do their 2 days of problem solving, solutioning, and then eventually pitches. On the 2nd of May in the afternoon, that's when each of the teams will do a pitch, and for our judges, and our judges will start assessing that. That finale will be online, and we'll be able to share that with you on the Innovation Network. So if yourself and your colleagues know that you're in the hackathon and know that you're working on a particular solution or a particular challenge, they do get the opportunity to dial in and see how everything goes in the pitches and see all the wonderful ideas and solutions that come up from our teams.
Yeah. And this is the big opportunity for us as a group coming together. And that 2nd of May, when the solutions are pitched, we are going to be broadcasting that through the Innovation Network as well. So teams, people can still come and cheer for the solutions online. So there'll be more comms around that coming through as well. So any questions? Very quiet bunch. I know, of course, the Cenitex folks have been doing it for the last 2 years. So, but any questions from anyone? Andrew, would you like to say something as well? Thanks.
Well, I've actually got a question, and one of the things that I've found working with government and startups in this sort of same entrepreneurial space was the ability to kind of understand the problem. And so, when you're working in some of those domains around community safety or access to response in a timely manner, how do you get people to sort of come in and talk about some of the problems they're facing? Like, do you do a kind of bit of a brief to the teams to give them some background and context?
Absolutely, absolutely. There is a little detail which will come out, which is each of the themes will explain what that means and also what are the panels and support available. So absolutely, it's been given, and we also have stats which we support that with. So of course, all of that we won't share day zero, and the whole idea is not to give all this before. So we don't want people to work on these beforehand. But of course, if you jump on the expression of interest side also on Innovation Network, you'll see a little bit of a brief of each of these themes. So absolutely, Andrew. And also what happens during the 2 days, you literally will have access to specialized people. So we are bringing some of that. So the teams are informed with what they are building. Maybe a connected question came from Cattell as well. So this year we are going more broadly with our big gov. So what can we expect?
Well, this is the great thing is I think what we can expect is different perspectives, different experience and different skills. You might be based out in Bendigo and you're a volunteer fire person. You have a great perspective around public safety that perhaps somebody who's working in South Melbourne hasn't really had access to, but they're pretty good at coding. So maybe they can set up something from your experiences in what you've done. So that's what we're hoping to get from having a broader engagement for our participants this year.
And that's also going to be meaning more connections we're going to create. And, thank you for the clap. So maybe we can start wrapping up. Very quiet bunch, not many questions coming through. So, but as we were saying, they will be on the expression of interest form. There's an email you can come to us for as well and ask questions. But we hope really this is a great opportunity that everyone can lean into and be very excited about. Not only this is about solutioning something different, but as we think about bring your, always, you want to kind of say, well, I want to innovate. Like, what is the way though? Fine. So this is a brand new way you can try it. It's a safe zone we are creating. You will need approval from your one-ups to register, but of course that's with anything you want to do outside your department. So please register. The form has all the bits that are needed. So thank you so much again, and really, Alicia and Siley, thank you for that demo. It's so good to see you back with, winning the hackathon last year as well. So, and Michelle, always a pleasure.
Yes, thank you.
So with the future iNight talks, just a plug-in, what we want to do is we want to really have diversity again. If you think about last month, the first one we took externally, we had DJ Sir come and present their journey of innovation as usual. This month, Cenitex has taken the session over, but we would love to see more, stories coming out of Big Gov. So again, you can register by, I think Cost has already put the email in the chat. So yeah, please take use of that opportunity and join us in this session to share your stories. So with that, I'll just say thank you to everyone, and hope you all have a lovely week. And I look forward to seeing you all at the hackathon.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.